Today, we're going to be learning about a brand new luxury ocean travel experience by Explora Journeys, launching in 2023. Here we go. Welcome to Tuesday Travel Chat. I'm your host, Julia, and we have Kathy Liu in the office today to tell us more about Explora Journeys, again, coming very soon in 2023. So what differentiates Explora Journeys?
Well, Explora Journeys is not your traditional cruise, right? It is going to be much like a boutique hotel on water, not just any normal boutique hotel. It's going to be a cosmopolitan. It's going to have a very resort spa-like vibe. We're not just a cruise line. We're providing ocean travel, a luxury experience on board. And in fact, we're going to operate our vessels, if you will, much like a hotel. So instead of a cruise director or hotel director, we will have a general manager. It's really exciting. We'll have 461 suites. They're all oceanfront, terrace facing. There are no insides. We have 6 restaurants on board, and it's very restaurant-esque, and you're going to have a lot of options on board as well as entertainment. It's going to elevate what you think cruising is about. It's going to be very interesting and very, again, new and exciting.
That's awesome. Okay, let's take a look, just a little bit of a taste with this little video.
Yeah.
Okay, very enticing. I want to hear more. So let's kind of dive in and hear more.
Yeah, thank you. So I'll kind of give you an idea of the little bit of a background on Explora Journeys, because you're wondering, how did this come about? What is the brand? Who owns it? And I do want to say, in this logo here, we are owned by MSC Group, the Mediterranean shipping company. So they're the world's largest shipping container or shipping company out there right now. The biggest differentiator is the fact that we are not owned by MSC Cruises. Okay. There's a big difference. We are owned by MSC Group, and it is a privately owned company. So MSC Cruises and Explora Journeys are sister brands, but there's nothing else there that connects us other than the fact that we're owned by the same family. And this family happens to be the world's largest shipping company out there.
Yeah.
Which is really amazing. I mean, I believe they have over 1 million cargo containers out in the waters right now. So, it is an Italian Swiss family, and at the heart, our headquarters is in Geneva, Switzerland, at the heart of hospitality. And what's amazing is that this family has had over 300 years in the maritime industry, from fishermen to captains to also MSC Cruises, and they decided they wanted to provide something that's a little bit more, a lot more luxurious, something that's different, that's different than what's already out there in the waters. And here we are. You fast forward a couple, 100 years, and next year we're coming out with a brand new vessel.
And I loved what you told me before we came on today about it being a passion project.
Yes, yes, yes. This is a passion project of the families. And what's really amazing is that they understand that there are so many options out there that you can choose from, but why us? And they want to provide the most luxurious, the most exciting ocean travel there is. They're thinking ahead. They're thinking for the future. And this is hopefully the new way to travel.
And I know we're going to get into this, but they're already talking about 6 ships by 2028.
That is correct.
So they're moving very quickly forward. And also just kind of from an industry perspective, we can see the leadership that they've brought on board from some other luxury brands that you would know, and seeing those select people that they've brought on, we can tell that there's going to be a really strong presence of that top luxury, high level, very detail oriented group. And we're just excited to see what you guys are going to bring. So, okay, keep going. What else we can?
So, it's obvious we are a cruise line, but we're not calling ourselves a cruise line. We're calling ourselves a new way of ocean travel, a new luxurious way of ocean travel. And what's interesting is that we are a provider of journeys, right? Because the journey starts here today. You tuning in, listening to this presentation, and this is where it starts. And as I go through this show, we're going to, kind of say a couple words that's going to be a little unique because we are trying to differentiate ourselves from your traditional cruise operations.
Awesome.
Thanks. So with 2023 in our horizon, can you believe it? We're in November now. We're going to start off in from the Norwegian fjords. Our maiden journey kicks off July 17th of 2023, starting from Southampton, cruising all the way to Copenhagen. And essentially, we're going to kind of go back and forth from Copenhagen to Reykjavik, and then over to UK and Ireland, then Iceland, Greenland, before hitting Canada, New England by the fall of 2023. So she will be in our quote unquote backyard by then, close to home, if you will. So if you're a little nervous about traveling overseas, we have our ship right here. Afterwards, we are heading to the Caribbean islands for, let's say, all the snowbirds that want to get away from the cold, and those that want to also maybe want to get away from their families and just kind of spend some time by themselves, right?
Sure.
So Explora I will be in the Caribbean islands before heading south to South America for Carnival.
Okay.
So another little bucket list
Yep.
opportunity there.
Absolutely.
Cruising up and through Panama Canal before hitting Hawaii and Alaska. And by the time we're in Alaska, ship 2 comes out. So that just offers more destinations for you to experience.
So this entire kind of schedule that we're seeing is Explora I.
Explora I, year 1.
Year 1.
So
she's going everywhere.
She's going everywhere. And I know it looks a little slim right now. It's okay because, we only have one ship.
Yeah.
So eventually, as you stay with us, we're going to be offering more destinations because obviously Explora I's not just going to go to bed after year 1. She's going to continue. And also Explora II will start from Europe. So we're going to, again, stick with us because we're going to be hitting a lot of really cool destinations.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Okay. What else do we have for us here?
So I'm going to just kind of give you a little, bites of our journeys, if you will. So this right here, we have our maiden journey from Southampton to Copenhagen. Very, very fjord driven. So if you love nature, want to see the waterfalls, want to see greenery, kind of get away from things, feel the brisk, cool air on your skin. This is really, really nice journey to experience. Another example is our Canada, New England. So starting with Quebec City all the way to New York City or vice versa, we have quite a handful of journeys going back and forth between those 2 ports. Just cruising through St. Lawrence River, in and out of Boston, Halifax, just very unique destinations, as well as your traditional cruise ports. Right?
Sure.
Additionally, after that, like I mentioned earlier, we're going down to the Caribbean island. Here's another example, a 7-nighter. We have Bridgetown to Miami. We have Miami to San Juan. We have a lot to offer. So my point in showing you a few of these examples is that we're just not a 7-night journey experience, but rather we also have 14 nights, 10 nights. You can do back-to-backs if you wish. Another exciting opportunity here is to Alaska, right? Again, another brisk, cool area to experience. And our Alaskan journeys are actually round trip Vancouver. So again, airfare or gateway ports are very easy in that sense. And so in this case right here, we have a 10-night, 11-night round trip Vancouver, hitting Wrangell, hitting Juneau, Sitka, Skagway, all these really cool ports.
And on that small ship experience.
Exactly. And speaking of small ships, I mean, this is great because we, like you mentioned earlier, we will have 6 vessels by 2028.
Incredible.
Ships 1 and 2 are currently in construction. Ship 1 is almost done. She's out July of 2023. Ship 2 will be out August of 2024. There's going to be a gap. We're going to skip 25 because ships 3, 4, 5, and 6 are actually going to have this new engine, if you will, because we're going to be LNG powered. So that's liquefied natural gas on ships 3 and 4. And by 5 and 6, it'll be hydrofuel. So again, the family here is not just saying, let's just do the biggest, the best, and who cares about the environment. In this case, we are RENA dolphin certified. We have anti-fouling paint, a lot of really unique equipment on board, if you will, to help protect our maritime wildlife. And it's really impressive.
Like you say, forward thinking, continually forward thinking.
Yes, exactly.
Awesome.
This is Explora I right here. She is beautiful. And what I love about her is that she's so streamlined and gorgeous, and the tenders are recessed in, right? I don't understand why this isn't a normal
right
thing for ships, right? So any position you put yourself on, you don't have any obstructed views.
Oh,
right.
There's the key.
That's the big thing, right? So these are our vessels are, in this case, Explora I is 461 suites, all oceanfront. There are no inside rooms, and these are suites with terrace spaces. Yeah,
amazing. And I just on this picture, I love fashion, and this reminds me of just kind of an elegant evening gown. Like you said, it's so sleek. It just
I think as we carry on with this presentation, you kind of see that the vessel is being built at Fincantieri. They are known for building like these super yachts. And so the aft of the ship has a staircase style. The front looks like a yacht. And so a lot of times I kind of say this is kind of like a yacht that's been stretched out. And it's really cool. She's very streamlined, like I said before, and she's beautiful. And even the smokestacks, right? That it's just designed with this fin-like design.
Gorgeous. Okay, let's learn more.
Okay, so as I carry on, this is our lobby. Right. Our lobby is really impressive. You can, if you look at this without me telling you this is Explora Journeys, you're probably thinking, wow, this is at a resort, right?
Yeah, no, this looks like a fabulous hotel lobby. You could be anywhere.
So this is our lobby and lobby bar. And as I carry on, this is one of 4 pools on board. This is the conservatory pool.
Wow.
So like most cruise lines out there, they only have the one main pool that's in the center of the ship. We actually have 4. We have 2 in the aft, 1 in the center, and 1 very forward.
This also looks like a high-end resort, not so much a ship, except, just kind of looks like there's a screen on top. It's
I mean, hopefully this kind of depicts a little bit. It gives you a little vibe of a spa, of a resort, and that's what we're trying to achieve here on Explora Journeys.
Amazing.
So, what we include as part of our all-inclusive package, of course, you're going to get champagne upon arrival. In fact, any suite you book into, you're going to have a bottle of champagne waiting for you. As an example, we'll have 9 culinary experiences. We'll have gratuities already covered. Wi-Fi. This is incredible because let's face it, Wi-Fi is like we breathe off of that, right? So we have partnered up with O3B, which is a new satellite technology, and we will have routers in every suite.
Wow.
Yeah. So that means you can connect multiple devices and not lose connectivity. And it's going to be one of the most powerful internet satellite thing out there. So that we're very proud
You're
of
not going to have to be like logging into the one device and then going back to the other device and then what's the password and then switching. Oh no, both devices.
Yeah.
It's just going to be all streamlined.
It's going to be like as if you're at home. I mean, obviously, it's going to be like you're at home.
you're on a ship, of course, but
Yeah.
that's awesome.
Yeah, it's going to be one of the fastest thing out there on the ocean waters, if you will.
These days we need it.
Exactly.
I'm sorry, it's necessary.
And then last but not least, the most important thing, unlimited beverages. So one of my pet peeves, this is a personal feeling.
Okay, all right.
One of my pet peeves is you're cruising. You're obviously surrounded by water. Why are you paying for water? All right. So
this is so true.
we will offer unlimited beverages. So whether it's water, tea, coffees, specialty coffees, cocktails, mocktails, spirits, beers, those are all included. So you're not being nickeled and dimed on board. Yeah.
Right. Even you would be if you were at a hotel, a luxury hotel, but in this case, you're not
That
being.
is a great little point here because cruising has incredible value to it. You're not having to pay for water or meals or anything like that. Everything is included and it's fantastic. I think it's the easiest, most efficient way to travel, in my opinion.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Lots of inclusions here.
Yes. So here's an example of one of our ocean terrace suites. We will have one of the largest spaces, lead-in spaces, if you will. So our ocean terrace space actually will be starting at 377 square feet.
Wow.
That is quite large in the cruise space, if you will, with very large terraces. I mean, terraces typically balconies, verandas, Juliet balconies. Some of them will only have table, 2 chairs. We, in fact, will have a day lounger on board, and it's incredible. So it's that wide, right, and that large. Additionally, we have incredible bathroom space and also incredible walk-in wardrobe spaces with a built-in vanity, which means 2 people can get ready at the same time. So again, they're thinking about
this is important.
Yes, guest usability, guest functionality. In this case, it's going to be great. So again, a lot of space, true king beds. Right? There will be some split twins.
Right.
But a lot of our suites will have true king. So when you're sleeping in the center, you're not feeling that seam, right? So it's going to be great. And of course, pull out sofas in case we need to accommodate third berth. So a lot of options here, and it's just incredible.
Well, and just looking at all of this, it's consistent with what we talked about at the beginning in that you're modeling after a high-end luxury hotel, a boutique hotel, not trying to compare yourself to some other cruise brand and we're an inch bigger room. No, completely different. You're trying to be that boutique hotel experience at sea. And I think we can kind of see that with some of these pictures. You can kind of see this
with some of these photos, right? I mean, the next photo, what I have here is a penthouse. So we're going up in category. So already much larger spaces. In fact, the sofa might even have a chase, right? Because it's going to be larger.
Sure.
Private bedrooms. And these spaces can go up to 762 square feet. So within our penthouse category, we have a lot of variety as well, from 460 some odd square feet up to 762. One little note I don't think I mentioned earlier, but this is going to be on in every suite. We're going to have Dyson hair dryers. And see these little touch points, right? We're not just offering the best service and the best fabric and linen, but also equipment. We're going to have Illy coffee machines in every suite. And
now I don't know, gentlemen may not understand the importance of the Dyson hair dryer, but wow, that's amazing. You don't have to be lugging that in your luggage on your world experience.
And if you're kind of teetering whether or not you should buy one, here's a chance to try it out.
Perfect. That's all. I'll do that.
Yeah. So, as we grow in our category suite size, in penthouses, we're going to go from, say 1 day lounger to now 2 day loungers, and all that, and a lot more square footage here, right?
Fabulous.
And then we're going to go up another category, and this is now called the ocean residence category. And no, you don't have to pay an HOA fee. It's just a residence because we're calling this because it's your home away from home. Right. You'll have a butler, you'll have, a dining table, you'll have a living room area, private bedroom as well, up to 1,600 square feet.
Wow.
It's quite large, but you think that's large. The next one I have, it's going to be incredible. But nevertheless, the resident accommodations in the terrace will have a whirlpool. Private whirlpool in this. And some suites will have powder rooms, some will have bidets, they'll have a tub and shower that's separate. It's going to be a lot more lavish in this sense here. Yeah. And are you ready for the next one?
Sure. Let's do it.
Our cream of the crop.
Let's go.
This is called the owner's residence.
Oh,
so
my
here's a
gosh.
private dining room. And as we carry on, this is 3,014 square feet of space.
So imagine, I mean, for me, I'm already thinking, imagine staying basically in the owner's suite at every fabulous luxury hotel as you travel the world. Think about that kind of cost. Think about the value that you're going to be getting when you're on this.
Yeah. And
journey.
Again, going back to cruising, you get to sample destinations. And if you don't like the area you're in, go back on board, go home, right? And that's what's great about this. And then look at this space right here. We have our terrace for the owner's residence. You have your infinity whirlpool, alfresco dining space, outdoor living space. It's going to be incredible on this. And the whole deck 8 aft is your private terrace. And what's really cool is that ships 1 and 2, Explora 1 and 2, will have one owner's suite.
Okay.
Because 3, 4, 5, and 6 will have a different engine. That means the ship itself will have to grow in size, rather than putting on more guests in the 3,014 square foot of space. We're actually going to add another owner's residence.
That's amazing.
Yeah. So again, going back to optimizing your client, your experience rather than just putting on more bodies.
Yeah, exactly.
So, our layout is going to be incredible. You'll have your private entryway. The owner's residence will have its own private butler, and not just a glorified waiter, but a true butler. And a lot of our spaces will actually, let me back up. We'll have 78 adjoining suites. So in case there are families that want to travel together or friends that want to travel together, we can do that.
That's great.
Yeah. So as we carry on, are we hungry yet? Because we're almost
there. Absolutely. Actually, we are hungry.
So on our ship, we will have 9 inclusive culinary experiences. Okay, so I'm going to explain things a little bit here. So there are 9 experiences on board that are included, but we have 2 that does require a exclusive experience fee. So it's not, don't think of it as a specialty dining, because they're all restaurants and they're all incredible. So something like the chef's kitchen. You go ashore, you learn about the ingredients with our chef, you bring it back on board, prepare it, dine, and try it. And that's going to be a whole experience. Another one is is called Anthology. We're going to invite a world-renowned chef on board. And they're going to essentially take over the restaurant, not just take over the kitchen for a couple weeks. This chef is going to come on board, take over the restaurant for, say, 4 months, 6 months. It all depends on their contract. And they're going to prepare their award-winning meal. So the first one will be a 3-star Michelin chef.
Wow.
And for only €100 a person, you get to experience their award-winning,
rather than having to go to their restaurant wherever they are.
Wherever they are, yes.
They're coming to you.
They're coming, yes, exactly. And for €100 a person, that's incredible as well. What's fantastic is that we're sourcing ingredients from where they're asking us to source from. So it's not that we're just utilizing, second-rate vegetables or protein. We are literally sourcing from their home. And in this case, you're basically getting a fast pass to go try their meal. So these are optional, right? So of course we'll have Emporium Marketplace, which is like a food hall. There will be no buffets on board. So it's like a food hall. You go up, you see what they're preparing. Oh, I like this. And they'll prepare and they'll bring it to your table, or you can order from your table. Sakura is a Pan-Asian restaurant with a sushi bar on there. Marble and Co. Grill. This is, our European steakhouse with our own dry age refrigeration system. We'll have also Med Yacht Club. So in case you want to do something very light, we have mezes and tapas and such there. Phil Rouge is going to be beautiful. It's going to be a French-inspired international restaurant. So these are some of the main restaurants we'll have on board. Reservations are not required, but yeah, it's encouraged. And we're not going to turn anyone away. It's just, it's like in New York City.
Right.
You want to make a reservation, make sure that you have the right dining time. But sometimes you're like, I'm going to listen to music, stay longer for pre-dinner drinks, whatever the case is, and we'll accommodate you.
This is awesome. It's kind of... I feel like you're not going to be bored with the culinary experience.
No, that in itself alone is, you're not going to be bored. I mean, say you are on a 7-night journey and here you have 11 culinary experiences. How are you going to squeeze them all in?
Yeah. You just have to keep coming back to the ship.
Exactly.
Go on several cruises to experience them all.
Yeah. So not just culinary, we will have 8 indoor bars and lounges and 4 outdoor bars and lounges. And
Wow.
again, a lot of opportunities. There's going to be music being played throughout the lounges. It's going to be very interesting and intriguing rather than interesting. It's going to be very captivating. And what I'll touch briefly on entertainment.
Okay.
We believe that entertainment you shouldn't be pushed to go catch a show, right? We want to have the shows draw you in. So we won't have the big Broadway style show where there's a main lounge. We're going to have multiple lounges, and there's going to be music. There's going to be luminary lecturers. There will be a lot of various things that happens on board. So I'm kind of leaving it vague right now, only because we're about to launch that program. Yeah. So I'm kind of dropping little teasers right now, but yeah, again, stay tuned on that one.
Okay. But I love that concept. I remember you said earlier about it's not like there's just this one big venue that everybody has to drop into. It's more like you're at a fabulous resort and you're kind of just getting to experience the whole place and wander in and wander out where you feel your mood is.
Because we want our guests to feel like they're at their own schedule, at their own pace. We're not going to have anything that's regimented, because how many times have you heard, I have to hurry up and finish my meal to catch the show? No, we're not going to do that anymore. We want this to be, again, we want you to enjoy your vacation. Right.
Awesome. Yeah. I look forward to hearing more about the entertainment.
Yes.
That's going to be exciting.
A couple images I'm throwing up on here.
Yes.
We'll have Anthology. This is a beautifully design space. Another one is Sakura. Sakura is Japanese for cherry blossom, and of course we'll have cherry blossoms from the ceiling coming down.
Love it.
Just like gorgeous spaces. Marble & Co. Steakhouse, very dark, very kind of woodsy, but not woodsy in this case. Fil Rouge, a bright, zesty in a sense, and yet beautiful. And of course, Emporium Marketplace, which, after a day ashore, you want to come up and have a nice, relaxed meal, you can certainly do so.
Sure.
And then, moving into bars and lounges, as you can expect at the malt whiskey bar, there's going to be a lot of malt whiskeys, Scotch, and of course, amber liqueur. Also at the malt whiskey bar, you're going to be able to roll your own cigars.
Ooh.
So it's going to be really cool. However, we won't allow smoking indoors. There will be designated outdoor spaces.
I was going to say, how does that work exactly?
Yeah.
Okay, so there's designated outdoor spaces. People will have that question. If for non-smokers, how can they stay away from that? How much space will there be for this?
There will be certain areas within the vessel. Not the entire outdoor space is a smoking area.
Okay.
Right. So there will be designated smoking areas.
Okay. Sure.
Yeah. Because it's a global company.
Yeah, of course. I think that's a neat bonus here.
Yes. Additionally, of course, again, back to the design. In this case, a stern lounge looks like a 1920s glam, right? It's just beautiful. Awesome. And of course, our pools, a stern pool, which is the higher one of the 2 aft. And then of course we have a toll pool and bar. I mean, you're not going to run out of places to lounge and have a cocktail or, a beer or whatnot. It's going to be very relaxing.
And to take in the beautiful outdoors, those views, those spectacular views.
Exactly. So as we carry on, I do want to say that we have dedicated about 10,000 square feet of space just for spa and fitness. That's a lot of space. And to tell you a little example of the fact that we are listening, right? So we had a gentleman, another travel advisor, that said, hey, why are all the salons on board just for catering towards women? Right?
Sure.
He goes, I want to be able to go in for a clean shave. I want to be able to go in and get my hair kind of trimmed up. And the parent company said, you know what, you're right. So they've redesigned, and there is a corner, like if you will, a barber shop, but not really a barber shop, where a gentleman can go and get a nice shave, get a nice facial massage if you want. So we are listening.
Yes.
And so if you have any suggestions, by all means, send them our way, because, you know, as we're building,
yeah,
you never
more
know.
ships.
Exactly. So, you know, Ocean Wellness at a glance, we have, of course, your spas, your fitness area, well-being and beauty. We are incorporating a lot of homeopathic experiences, whether it's therapists or oils and lotions and all that jazz. But also, you know, more than that, we have steam rooms. We have experienced showers, hydrotherapy pools, and finished saunas. So a lot in that space to offer for you to experience. Also, we will have a salt cave. We'll have a steam shower, ice falls, and of course, heated marble lounges. Imagine, you know, your sore back and you just kind of lay down on the heated. Oh, I can feel my vertebrae just kind of crack into place.
Oh, that's very tempting.
Yeah. So,
can we transport there now?
Yes, we can.
Right now, I'm ready.
So, additionally, with fitness, after what 2.5, almost 3 years now of being cooped up, and you're kind of, everyone's just trying to, they're taking their health into more of a serious mindset, right? And here we're going to offer a pretty large fitness center, a fitness studio with Pilates machines on board, and of course, open air.
I think that's neat, the open air.
Yeah, where you can go cycle outside, or we actually even have rowing machines outside. So you get that nice, clean sea salt air, and it's going to be beautiful. Additionally, we have a 360 running track. We have a sports court. We call this particular court touch tennis.
Okay.
I believe in the UK it's called touch tennis, but here in the US, most folks know it as pickleball.
Oh boy, it's the trendy thing now.
I know the rules are a little different. They're a little different. So if you're going to play pickleball, make sure you play with another American. But I believe the dimensions of the court are the same. So pickleball is growing in popularity, and now you can have it on board.
Cool.
And of course, in-suite fitness. So we can wheel in equipment. We can have a trainer come in, or you can just turn on the TV, turn on to the fitness channel, and kind of work out with that. It's going to be really cool.
And would you be able to do a private training session if you want?
Absolutely. You can do private training session. You can go for acupuncture if you want. I mean, there are so much available when it comes to our ocean wellness. So yeah, this is just a little tasting of what we have, but I encourage you to go online, go on explorajourneys.com, check things out. We're going to have a lot more information as we get closer and closer to the departure.
I mean,
date.
It's around the corner. This is great.
Yeah. And here's some looks of our ocean wellness areas here. The equipment, the entryway, the gym equipment. Oh, actually, by the way, the gym equipment will be by Techno Gym.
Okay.
So it's an Italian gym facility provider. It's going to be incredible. And then here is our outdoor space, right? Speaking of outdoors, destination experiences. A lot of you guys may know that as shore excursions. We're obviously calling it something else. We're calling it destination experiences. And within each journey, we're going to have, we've actually identified 5 categories, from adrenaline pumping to something that's very easy, in-country immersion, and everything in between. And we're going to have this offered in every port. So if in case you're like, I'm going to be in, I don't know, Rio, and I want to go hand gliding somewhere, we'll have that available to you. Or if you're in Rio again and you want to experience Brazilian food, we'll have those available. So by all means, definitely take a look at what we have to offer on your cruise. One of my favorite things is the service. So our service, we will have hosts on board rather than crew, because we are hosting you on our ships. And our host to guest ratio is 1 to 1.25.
Wow.
I don't think we have any other ocean cruise line out there that is anywhere near this number. 1 to 1.25. So you can already expect not just, again, luxury amenities, space choices, but your service is going to be anticipatory. Not you, but our host is going to anticipate your every need. And the service is going to be impeccable. Yeah.
That's very interesting data right there.
Well, thank you. Thank you. So yeah, we have an exclusive offer just for you, the listeners here at Go Travel.
Very exciting. Thank you, Kathy.
Yes, my pleasure.
Yes.
So please book by December 31st, and we will offer you 250 euros per suite journey experience credit. Journey experience credit is actually shipboard credit that you can use towards, say, a culinary experience at Anthology or a spa treatment at our Ocean Wellness. So 250 euros per suite journey experience credit when you book by December 31st, 2022.
Very exciting. And so if you are interested in discovering the ocean state of mind with Explora, be sure to contact your Go Travel advisor. Reach out to them because they will help you customize this. They will help you select that perfect suite for your liking, that perfect itinerary. Even if you're starting to look into 2024, some of these ships coming out, get on board because, again, not many people. How many guests on board?
No more than 900. So we have 461 suites carrying no more than 900 guests. And in case you have those that are very into numbers, the ship size, the gross tonnage is 63,900 tons.
So obviously limited because there is only that one ship at the moment. If you want to be one of the first to go on board, again, go to gotravel.com. We will connect you with a specialist to just help you design an amazing, amazing trip with Explora Journeys.
Yes.
This kind of brand new experience, bringing that boutique hotel experience to the sea.
Just trying to elevate your vacation just that much higher.
Yeah. Well, Kathy, thank you so much for joining us today. Any final thoughts today as we exit out?
With going back to what I mentioned earlier, with the pandemic kind of limiting us to just being in our homes for so many years, now's the time. Travel is coming back. As you just heard, Japan just opened up.
Yes.
And as we carry on, more and more opportunities. And I do encourage you to just check us out, give us a shot, because why not? Now's the time. The pricing, what we have right now is what we call inaugural pricing.
Okay.
It is the lowest it will ever be at this point right now. So just check us out, give us a follow, even on Instagram, and just see what we're about, because now's the time. And if there will be a lot of opportunities, as we keep moving forward here.
Well, I think you brought up a good point there with the inaugural pricing, because Explora Journeys is so new. People don't know yet.
Exactly.
As when people start learning more and more, and they start discovering that experience, demand may go up and pricing may be going up. So
right.
this is the opportunity. If you want to try something new, why not?
Why not? And here's the thing with luxury products, like Explora, you're not going to see an advertisement. So if you're hearing it from the ground floor, this is like an exclusive thing right now. So yeah, eventually people are going to say, hey, what's Explora? Oh, I've been there before, or whatever the case might be. And it's going to be great because you're in the know.
Exactly. Well, thank you again, Kathy, for joining us today.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you for your time today, checking out a little bit more about Explora Journeys. We will see you right here again next week. Bye.
Thank you.